Okay, how not to get scammed when buying your first 2011. So now that I've built one and I've bought one before, I think I'm pretty qualified to explain this to you guys so you guys know what to look out for when you're shopping. Also, I think I'm giving a fair opinion because I'm not being sponsored with something and I also didn't buy something super expensive and I'm trying to justify my purchase. The first thing you should look at when buying a 2011, you want to look at what type of barrel you're getting, what type of frame, and what type of grip. And you want to look at the materials of the frame and the grip, right? Aluminum frame, those are mostly for carry, steel for competition or range toys for sure, and the grip is what's going to vary a lot on the pricing. Polymer grips are going to be super cheap unless you're getting some like crazy one like the MJD polymer one. Most manufacturers that I'm seeing right now are going with the aluminum grip. Steel grip, I think mainly like companies that sell it are like Infinity and some other ones. But if you go to a custom builder, you'll usually get a steel grip gun for a pretty good price. Like if you don't shoot competition or you think you're going to shoot competition, you really want to decide if you want ports on the gun or not. If you buy one with just the slide ports that go into the barrel, it's pretty easy to just get another barrel fitted and you can have an extra barrel. But if you get like a sight block comp thing or an island barrel with holes in it, you know, you're basically gonna have to replace the whole upper. And one thing a lot of people like to look at is the slide to frame fit. You know, if you're going for a cheaper gun, I wouldn't really worry about that. If you're paying a lot of money for the gun, then yes, your fit should be very good. It shouldn't have a lot of wiggle. If you shake the gun, there shouldn't be any rattle. Mine's not blended up here, but with a very expensive gun, you should expect all of this to be blended and maybe they should even just look like one piece of metal right here also. Also, if you're paying a lot of money for the gun, you should be getting something with a toolless guide rod. And this is a lot easier than the other ones where you have to use a hex key to remove this or stick a stupid paper clip in there. You know, this toolless guide rod just lets you take it out like that and then you can just put it back in. Super easy. If you're doing competition, you know, it's nice to have a paddle. The paddles like this are pretty expensive. They go up to like 100 to 200 bucks. A nice shielded thumb safety, you know, that safeties are really expensive. They're like 150 and up. Ideally, you don't want any MIM components in there. If you're getting a cheaper gun, like from a cheaper company like T-Sauce, Prodigy, or something like that, Rock Island, you're gonna have MIM parts, but you know, ignition kit and stuff, it's just like a few $100. Not that expensive to swap out just to make your 2011 shoot really well. You know, I always see videos of people who buy brand new 2011s and they're just complaining about it because it's not feeding or jamming. And when